He saw me and froze. The next second, he lowered his voice and said, "It's him." He quickly pulled out his phone, and my aunt's fork clattered against her plate. In this family, I've always been the one people compare others to as a warning. At 25, I dropped out of law school. 3 years in, I had already racked up $120,000 in student loans. My father was so angry he blocked me. My mother stopped mentioning my name to relatives for half a year. My younger brother, on the other hand, is the family success story. 30 years old, product director at a tech company, makes $180,000 a year, drives a black Porsche, always wears a limited edition mechanical watch. At family gatherings, he talks about investments and stocks, and everyone listens. Me, I work as an operations lead at a community nonprofit. We connect critically ill families with charitable funding and crowdfunding resources. I make $42,000 a year. I live in a rundown 400 square foot apartment and couldn't even afford to fix the AC last summer. To my relatives, I'm the classic case of wasted potential, especially my uncle. "You studied all those years just to become a fundraiser? Does idealism pay rent? So basically your job is begging people for money?" He says it with a smile. Others laugh along. That Thanksgiving, I really didn't want to go, but my mom kept calling, saying not to make things difficult for her. So I showed up with a discounted bottle of wine. The moment I walked in, my uncle started, "Attention everyone, our charity superstar is here. Don't let him start a fundraiser for the turkey tonight." The living room burst into laughter. I didn't respond, just took off my shoes quietly. My brother hadn't arrived yet. He had texted the family group chat that he was bringing his girlfriend. The whole family had been excited for 2 days. She works in investment banking, Ivy League graduate. She volunteers in medical outreach. The message was clear. She and my brother belonged to the same world. I helped set the table. No one tried to talk to me. Then the doorbell rang. My brother walked in first, sharp in a tailored suit. The woman beside him carried herself with quiet authority, the kind of confidence that comes from being used to high-stakes rooms. My dad rushed over. My mom beamed like she'd already accepted a proposal. My uncle pulled out a chair for her himself. She smiled politely as everyone welcomed her. Then her eyes scanned the room and landed on me. Her expression changed instantly. Confusion, then shock. "What's wrong?" my brother whispered. She didn't answer. She pulled out her phone, fingers trembling as she scrolled through photos. The noise in the room slowly faded. She stared at the screen, then at me, then back at the screen. Her voice dropped to a whisper. "It's him." My brother frowned. "Are you sure?" "I wouldn't mistake him." The air turned heavy. My uncle stood up. "Can someone explain what's happening?" She walked toward me slowly, stopped right in front of me. "Do you remember a 12-year-old boy? Rare bone marrow cancer. 3 years ago." The memory came rushing back. It was one of the hardest cases I had ever worked on. Treatment costs were nearly $280,000. The family's credit was destroyed. The parents were preparing to stop treatment. I exhausted every contact I had, reached out to foundations, negotiated with corporate donors, even contributed part of my own savings. "Yes," I said quietly. "I remember." Her eyes filled with tears. "That was my little brother." The room went silent. 3 years ago, when he was diagnosed, our insurance refused to cover critical medication. The bills crushed us. My parents drained their retirement savings, and it still wasn't enough. Her voice shook. Then the hospital told us a nonprofit had covered the entire remaining balance. Anonymous. She raised her phone. On the screen was a photo, me standing outside a hospital room talking to a doctor. This picture was accidentally included in the medical documents. No name. "We've been searching for you for 3 years." My mother gripped the back of a chair. My father's face drained of color. My brother couldn't say a word. For the first time in my life, my uncle had nothing to say. She took a breath. "My brother is fully recovered now. He went back to school last year." No one looked at me the same way anymore. The failure they joked about had quietly changed a family's future. I just said softly, "I only did what needed to be done."